Nakashima conferring in the circle with Irimata. This is a full count. Early part of this game, a crucial moment here. Irimata delivers a nice pitch down the middle, and Moisa goes down swinging. We got one out, and up to bat now is Elliott Jr. On deck is Moani Ioane. Irimata, great pitching.
Just do a quick apology.
Why, are we on?
We're on, Coach. We're on. Hold up. Coming.
And we are back, and welcome. If you are, we're having to try to get us on YouTube. The game is in progress. It's 0-0. We are the top of the first inning, so you did miss a little bit of action here. But again, this is the Hurricane Sports Network coming at you from Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex. OIA softball, very exciting day, a beautiful day here in Kapolei. I'm Darren Hernandez, Hurricane Sports Network, here with Lisi Heimuli. We'll be calling the action. You haven't made a tip by Ellie Ishikawa, number 21. She's up to bat here. We got one out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. We got one out, 0-0. Taryn Irimata on the in the circle, doing a great job thus far. Very much in control of her pitches. And welcome back. Exciting OIA softball. Again, this crosstown friendly rivalry, the Lady Sabres of Campbell coming into the friendly confines of the Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex here against our own Kapolei Lady Hurricanes, against the Lady Sabres. And we are in the top of the second inning, getting ready to start. Let's do a little bit of house cleaning here. One of the things we'd like to mention is our umpires. Our home plate umpire is John Park, and our base umpire is Adam Levine. So a shout out to them. They do a great job. You know, we talked about all this, Lisi, before the pandemic. This is our first home sports game since the pandemic closed everything down.
We really had a hard time, and we're really excited to see the ladies out in sports here this morning on a nice new bright sunny morning here at Kapolei and Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex.
And some interesting side note on that, the last game right before the pandemic closed everything down was a game, just a game between the Lady Sabres, Lady Hurricanes. That game went into 11 innings, won by the Hurricanes 2-1. On the mound is Majesty Moisa in the circle. And at bat is Jayla Stevens, a sophomore. Nice contact, and that is a high pop fly, and that is over the head of the left fielder. And Stevens with a stand-up double, a tremendous hit by Stevens. Great contact on the ball, and the wind took it, and our left fielder just misjudged the ball. And it was a great hit by the Lady Sabres Stevens. And on up to bat now, Alea Kupihea, a sophomore. And it's a bunt, and it's handled. Great job there on the infield by Aleva Enna. Great hustle by Aleva Enna as she made quick work of that infield bunt. And we got one out. And now on to bat is Joy Freitas, only a freshman. And Liana with the inside pitch. For those of you just joining us, we are scoreless. Nice cut. It's an infield hit and out at first. Great play. Liana to Enna, and Freitas with a nice bloop inside hit, but great job, great play by the infield tandem of Liana and Enna. And our pitcher, Iramata, Taryn Iramata, just a sophomore, is now up to bat. That's wide and away, and it's one ball. Iramata with a pop fly, and that is caught for the third out. And that ends that threat. Now we go to the bottom of the second. Great job there by Ishikawa, the second baseman. Here's some background for today's game. The coaches, the coaching staff for your visiting Lady Sabres. Head coach is Michael Shag Hermosura. His assistant coach is Nicole Arata, Hoku Leato, Sierra Mariano, Keahi Kapana, Jay Ramirez, Mike Connolly. Principal is John Henry Lee, and athletic director Rory Pico. So we want to thank the Lady Sabres for coming out, and this is a great rivalry for your hometown Lady Hurricanes. Your head coach is Kiyoki Bihek. His assistants, Ensign Quapo, Sam Milo, Eldon Bolahao, Andy Alfonso, and stats McKenna Yoshinobu and Laura Bihek. Our principal, Wes Shinkawa, and our athletic director, Darren Camello. Moani Ioane now up for the Lady Hurricanes. Ioane, the third baseman, and that is a wide and away pitch by Iramata. So you got one ball, no strikes here. Bottom of the second, no score. Right down the strike zone, right down Kapolei Parkway. And that's a strike. We got a 1-on-1 count. Moani Ioane up to bat with her shining white helmet. Ooh, and that is inside. What a beautiful hit that just inside the third base line. Moani Ioane with solid contact. Now up to bat for the Lady Hurricanes, your first baseman, number 99, Aleva Enna. Aleva Enna, a junior. Again, saw her sophomore season wiped out because of the pandemic. As we said, the last time these teams played against each other was right before the pandemic, an 11-inning thriller won by the Hurricanes 2-1. Iramata very strong here in the circle. A nice cut by Enna, but a high pitch, rising ball by Iramata. Iramata has been really solid thus far. A bunt, and that is foul. A sacrifice bunt, a bunt attempted by Enna, and a great attempt at that ball by number 18, and that's Lorraine Allo, who stretched out for that ball, and that was just foul. Now with 2 outs. And Moani Ioane is being called out for leaving the bag early. Nice swing by Enna. That time the ball went low. And you got to give Taryn Iramata a lot of credit. Very good control on all of her pitches thus far today. Enna with a great hit, and that is a foul out of bounds. Still scoreless, bottom of the second. Foul tip back into the backstop. And a battling here with 1 out. And a strikeout by Taryn Iramata, who is doing a masterful job thus far on the circle. Now Namahea Chan is up. The senior. High and inside. Ball 1. Chun, an outfielder. Speedy. Very athletic. Count now 1-1. Beautiful strike by Iramata, and 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball fouled off. Ball is tipped back into the backstop again. Chun battling here. In the bottom of the second, we are still scoreless. A tight defensive game thus far. A battle going on here between Irimata and Chun. We have 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Chun falls off another ball. This time on the left side. She's fouled one off right behind her to the right and now to the left. Another foul tip. That time went right into the canal next to the softball field. And what a battle here. Irimata and Chun, this is great strategy. We're still at 2-2. We're like in a time warp. They just keep battling. Another inside pitch fouled off to the backstop by Chun. And batter hit by pitch, and Chun is now on first. We have 2 outs. And now another senior up to bat, Alexis Rochelle Ramel, the senior. So the speedy senior, a left-handed batter. Back to live action. Irimata in the circle. We got 2 outs, bottom of the second. Runner on first. Ramel, the center fielder, so you know she's speedy. She can cover ground. The left-handed hitter here. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, bottom of the second. A swing and a miss by Ramel, and that is a nice cut, but a great rising ball by Irimata. 0-2 count here for Ramel, but she checks her wristband, checks which pitch and signal count. A stolen base attempt here on the high pitch, and it is safe. 2 outs, and Namahea Chun now at second base. And Ramel here in position to make a play here for her team. Irimata closes down the side with a beautiful pitch down the middle. And that ends the hurricane threat. We're still locked in a scoreless tie, a very defensive game, a pitching duel between Taryn Irimata for the Lady Hurricanes and the two-headed approach. We got Moisa, number 9, pitching for Kapolei, and also Jersey Liana. So it's been two pitchers for the Hurricanes. Up the bat here, number 1 for the Sabres, Jada Favela. Favela, a senior. And a bunt by Favela, and it is successful. Nicely done. And Favela, interesting story about Favela is that she is the 3rd sister to come through the Lady Sabres program. Older sisters Elisa and Trinity were also Lady Sabres, that part of the softball program. Coach Shag has done such a great job. No outs, and now up to bat is Kyra Karan. Karan tries for, it looks like she was going to attempt a bunt. Karan, very interesting family background. Her mom, Shamika Costa Karan. Shamika Karan was a great 3-sport athlete, softball, basketball, and track. High pitch by Moisa. In fact, getting back to that story, I used to coach Shamika in track, where she was part of the OIA championship track team, part of the 4x1, and just a great athlete all around. High foul tip off the left side by Kyra Karan, only a sophomore. Moisa in the circle. Inside pitch there. Karan had to move off the bag. Karan, a lefty. Another inside pitch, that time a stolen base attempt, and it is safe. Favela stole second. And a nice hit over the middle and just off of the top of the glove of the middle infielder. And Favela safe at home. A beautiful hit, beautiful double brings in Favela. That is the first score of the ball game. 1-0. Lady Sabres take the advantage there. Inside pitch by Liana, who's back in the circle, but great hit by Kyra Karan, a stand-up double, brought in Favela. Paige Nakashima, your catcher, now up to bat. We are in the top of the third, 1 out. Liana back in the circle. A ground to third, and this is going to be that's going to be a safe high throw, and Aleva Anna had to leave the bag to make the catch, giving just enough time for Nakashima to get to first base. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Nakashima, the catcher. And that would be number 3, Jasmine Reebok. Kayana Kong, another lefty, and Moisa now pitching. For those of you watching at home, Moisa has the red face mask, so you can tell when she's pitching, and she has been going in and out of the circle with Liana. Bunt attempt here by Kong. Nice hit by Nakashima. Nakashima transfer from Mililani. A solid hit down the middle, and that's out. And great job, Majesty Moisa to Moani Ioane, and they had the first out. Lorraine Alo at bat. We got runners at first and second, and Liana back in the circle. Inside pitch, ball 1. Lorraine Alo with a hit into shortstop, and that's safe. Single by Alo. Lorraine Alo, those of you watching may recognize the name. Her older sister Jocelyn Alo was just a tower of power, not only in high school softball, but is doing great damage at the University of Oklahoma, where she's been an All-American slugger for the Sooners. Stevens, who hit a nice RBI single earlier. I mean, he hit a nice single earlier, not an RBI, but she's up with the bases loaded. Stevens pops it up down the left field line. We got 1 out and the bases loaded. Moisa in the circle. Stevens. Oh, and that is going to bring in a run as Stevens was hit by a pitch. And that's going to score Jasmine Reebok, number 3, who was in as a pinch runner for Nakashima. And now on deck is number 10, Alea Kupihea. And another pitching change where Liana is back in the circle. So tough situation here. Bases loaded. Score now 2-0 in favor of the Lady Sabres. Kupihea looking to bunt. Didn't like the pitch. Let it go. Liana, strong pitch down the middle, and that's a strike. That's a ball. We have a runner in the middle in a pickle. And Puakea Milbourne does a great job there. That's going to be 2 outs. Kupi'ea still at the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Liana delivers. Foul tip off the right field fence. Right side fence. And Kupi'ea in a battle here with Liana. And Campbell taking advantage of great opportunities here. Just some nice timely hitting. And that's going to be a walk, and that's going to load the bases with 2 outs. And Joy Freitas at the plate now. 2 out, bases loaded. Freitas only a freshman. Ball 1, and Freitas only a freshman, but here is a big opportunity. Put in a big spot here. 2 out, bases loaded, and Coach Bihek is going to call a timeout and talk it over. Coach Kwepo coming out, talking it over with the infield and the pitcher. Be sure to join us this coming Wednesday on the Hurricane Sports Network. We're going to be having live from the Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex at 3 p.m. Kapolei live OIA baseball. Strike right down the middle. Foul tip off the backstop, and Joy Freitas, she's really going to grow from this opportunity as a freshman to be in such a clutch and important pressure situation for her. And it is a swing and a miss, and Liana with the strikeout ends the side, but not before some damage was done. 3 runners left on base, and the score is 2-0. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lady Sabres 2, Lady Hurricanes 0. And there you see the graphic on the screen. Our principal, West Shinkawa Athletic Director Darren Camello, head coach Kiyoki Bihik. And there you see our roster. What's cool about our uniforms nowadays is that you see a lot of large numerals, so we can easily see them from the press box. And it's so fancy. I mean, it's such a a nice addition to see the snazzy and jazzy uniforms. Very colorful, very nice. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third, 2-0. A bloop hit down the middle by number 15, Jersey Leonard, a junior, and that's going to be one down. Taryn Iramata still in the circle for the Lady Sabres, and up the bat is your third baseman, number 12. No, check your number 12, Liana, who also plays pitcher and shortstop. All-around athlete. Beautiful pitch down the middle by Iramata. High and away, foul tip by Liana. One out. It's a beautiful day here on the west side, here in Kapolei. Beautiful day for softball. That was a attempted check swing. They call it ball. It was far and away and outside. A beautiful hit down the right between second and the shortstop. Beautiful play there by Liana. Kyra Karan just out of her reach, the second baseman. And you got one out and one runner on, and the catcher is now up, and that's Puakea Milburn. Puakea Milburn, according to Coach Behek, a vocal leader, someone who is an unofficial leader of the team and just very encouraging in all that she does. That's a strike, high and outside. Milburn fighting at the plate here. We got a runner on first. Liana is on first with one out. Solid high hit into center field, and it is caught for out number 2 by number 9, Kaiana Kong. And that's 2 outs. And now Majesty Moisa is up to bat, the lefty who also plays pitcher and also doubles at right field. So you have a situation here now where we have 2 outs, bottom of the third, and a runner on first for the Lady Hurricanes. Beautiful right down Kapolei Parkway strike by Taryn Irimata. She's done a masterful job in the circle today, very controlled in her pitching. High, and this time a out at second base, and that was close. The base coach says it's a game of inches, and that's going to be out. And number 1, Jada Favela there. So great defensive play by the Lady Sabres. After 3 innings of play, the score 2-0. Lady Sabres over the Lady Hurricanes. Don't forget to join us this coming Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Hurricane Sports Network as we bring you OIA Baseball. Very exciting. We're going to be hosting the Farrington Governors right here at Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex for live streaming baseball right here in Kapolei. It's going to be fun. 3 p.m. Wednesday. Be there. The pitcher, Taran Irimata, is now at the plate. And Jersey Liana, the sophomore, in the circle. That's high and outside. Ball one. Irimata and Liana, both sophomores. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these two in the upcoming years. A beautiful pitch for a strike down the middle. Jersey Liana. Top of the fourth, 2-0 is your score. A solid high hit into left field. And that is a foul ball. Nice contact. You heard the crack of the bat there by Taran Irimata. Foul ball, and that's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the count for Irimata. Wow, wild high pitch there by Liana, but nobody hurt. Great job by Milburn. Count is now 2-2. Boy, that was a close call, but a foul ball as Irimata makes contact with that dropping pitch that really came at you slow. Kind of like a sink ball. Contact made. Foul pitch off the right side. Irimata in a battle with her counterpart as pitcher. Always fun to see pitchers and hitters go against each other in a battle. And it is right down Kapolei Parkway again for Jersey Liana, and that's a strikeout. And now next up is number 1, and that's Jada Favela. Moisa in the circle. Favela looking for a bunt opportunity. Strike right down the middle, Moisa. High riser, and that's going to be a ball. Jada Favela, a senior, very dependable at the plate. A slap hitter and a nice play made. Liana Tuena for the out, for out number 2. Another left-hander. This is Kyra Karan, the sophomore second baseman. Moisa on the circle. Low and inside pitch, ball 1. A bloop to the pitcher, and that's third out. Moisa to Anna, and that is the third out. Great defensive stand, great defensive play by the Lady Hurricanes. No runs scored. 3 up and 3 down. A big shout out to our Kapolei Hurricanes baseball team last night. Won 8-5 over the Naali'i of Aiea. Great job. Congratulations, Coach Banton and his staff. At the plate, Majesty Moisa. A solid hit, but fouled off the left side. A high pop into the infield, and number 1, Jada Favela, the shortstop, with an easy out for the Lady Sabres. At the plate, number 21, Eli Ishikawa, the second baseman. Irimata with a strike. ball, high and outside. Strike. One down. Ishikawa makes contact. Foul tip. Strikeout by Irimata. 2 out, and now at the plate, third baseman Moani Ioane. Coach Behek said she tries really hard, very strong athlete. Nice cut by Ioane. Coach Behek said she trusts everything to God's plan and does everything for her family. Ball by Irimata. Solid hit. As you recall earlier, Ioane had a lined double right past the third base bag earlier in the game, and the threat was ended when she inadvertently stepped off the bag and was ruled out. She left the bag too early, so beautiful pitch down the middle, and that is a strikeout to end the threat. After 4 innings of play, your score, the Lady Sabres 2, the Lady Hurricanes 0. As you look at this beautiful day for softball and you look at the well-manicured field here, that's one of the positive things that has happened during the pandemic. Coach Behek was able to come here with his staff and just do such an amazing job of keeping this field in like a golf course-like condition. So great job. Shout out to Coach Behek and staff for all they do for the girls. Up to bat, number 19, Paige Nakashima, the catcher. Liana back in the circle. Great job by Milbourne to block that changeup. Solid contact down to the second baseman Ishikawa to Enna for out number 1. Next up for the Lady Sabres, number 9, Kaiana Kong. Here's the pitching change. Majesty Moises, who comes in against lefties. A solid hit between left and center. That goes all the way to the fence for a stand-up double. And Lorraine Allo up to bat here now for the Lady Sabres. Solid hit. Ishikawa to Enna for out number 2. Kong advances to third base, so you got a runner on third and 2 outs. And Jayla Stevens only a sophomore. Moisa still in the circle. And that's wide and outside, ball 1. Ball 2. Runner on third. This is a crucial at bat for the Lady Sabres. Strike by Moisa, and here we are. Two balls, one strike. A high pop-up to the infield. Catch made by Liana for the third out. That ends the threat. Score remains 2-0. As you see, Coach Shag Hermosura talking to the base coach. Coach Shag, interesting story. He started coaching baseball. He actually is a graduate of Campbell High School. He played second base for Lance Takaki, and he started coaching in 1979 for Lane Watanuki, who was the head coach of Campbell back then. And then in 2000, he began coaching softball under then head coach Wayne Nagamine, and he has been an assistant for many years until taking over the program himself. But when it comes to baseball and softball, Coach Shag, he knows his stuff. Great job, Coach. Our first baseman, Aleva Enna, up to bat. Ball just outside, a swing and a miss. Foul tip off to the right side. We are 0-2 count. Aleva Enna, her dad, Pat Enna, is a social studies teacher here in the Human Services Academy and a longtime football coach at Kapolei and Waipahu. High and just out of the reach of the first baseman, Jayla Stevens, and Enna stays alive. Solid contact by Anna, and that is off of the glove of the right fielder, and she is rounding second, and it's going to be a triple for Aleva Anna, a stand-up triple. What a great hit. She made tremendous contact with that ball. No outs, and that was the lead-off pitch, and this could be a rallying point for the Lady Hurricanes. And Namahea Chun is up at the plate. But what a great hit by Anna. Ball one, Namahea Chun at the plate, no outs. She is the tying runner. Umpire John Park. There is a timeout by the Sabres. Again, just a reminder, the Hurricane Sports Network will be bringing you live streaming games throughout April and May. We will be doing softball, baseball, and boys volleyball. So if you are on our live stream, this is the place to be. Our next opportunity for action will be this coming Wednesday, 3 p.m. as our baseball Hurricanes take on the Farrington Governors right here at Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex. Strike by Irimata, and Namahea Chun, who last time at bat had a real battle with Irimata at the plate. Nice contact, and that is foul by Namahea Chun. Ball. Ball outside. Full count, no outs, runner on third, Namahea Chun. Oh, and a rise ball inside, got her for a strike, and we have one out. Alexis Rochelle Ramel, the senior center fielder, is now at the plate. Ramel looking to bunt here in this situation. Ball. A called strike. One ball, two strikes with one out. High and outside for a ball. It's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ramel, the senior. That's going to be outside and high. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. We have a full count situation with 1 out and a runner on third. Great job getting out of the sticky situation by Irimata. Full count. And up to bat, number 15, Jersey Leonard. Jersey Leonard. Jersey Leonard, I'm sorry. Strike down the middle. We got 1 runner on third. 2 outs. Leonard in a big spot here. So is Irimata. 2 balls. Strike. 2-2 is the count. Ooh, and that is out at first. A nice bloop infield attempt by Leonard. But great job by the Lady Sabres defense. And after 5 innings, your score, Lady Sabres 2, Lady Hurricanes nothing.
I promised you I'd never hurt you, so what do I do? Please tell me, what do I do? And your broken heart, and fix what fell apart. What must I do? What must I say? Yes, I would do whatever it takes to mend your broken heart and fix what fell apart. What must I do? I'll do whatever it takes to mend your heart. Now all I want is what.
Great play by Enna to end the threat. Joy Freitas, number 6, is at the plate. Liana in the circle. Foul down the third base line for Freitas. Solid hit, Ishikawa to Eva, and that is 2 outs. Up to bat, a lefty, oh no, a righty, number 16, Jada Absidy. Pinch hitter for the pitcher is Absidy. A ball. A low strike, a beautiful pitch by Liana. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Absidy swing and a miss. Great pitch by Liana. Coach Bihek calls Liana possibly the best athlete on the team, just a sophomore. A swing and a miss, and that is going to retire the side. Score remains 2-0. Strike one by Irimata. Liana in the batter's box here. High and outside. Liana makes solid contact. It's a bloop, and that is a safe. She is safe. It's a single. Liana with a bloop hit right between the second baseman and the pitcher. Great job. And the catcher now is up. Puakea Milburn. Just a junior. There's no outs. The Hurricanes coming off a 15-8 loss to Lelehua, a game that was 9-8 after 4 innings, and then the Lady Mules kind of pulled ahead. Strike by Milburn. Well, swing and a miss by Milburn. Strike by Irimata. And the Sabres coming off a masterful 10-0 win over Kapolei Charter. And Irimata threw a perfect game. A nice bloop hit, and this is going to go straight to the second baseman, Karan. That's going to be 1 out. Up to bat, number 9, Majesty Moisa. Coach Behek says Moisa is fun to be around and is a joy, and every day makes everybody laugh. Strike by Irimata. Wide and outside for a ball. 1 out. Runner at first. Moisa checks her band after looking at the signals. A foul down the left side baseline. Down the left baseline. Moisa checks her band. Coach Behek gives the signals. Another tip, foul tip on the left side. A solid hit, and it is down all the way to the second base. The outfield, left field with 1 out. Moisa with a beautiful stand-up double, and Ellie Ishikawa represents the 3rd run here. She can help rally this situation here for the Lady Hurricanes. Coach Behek says Ishikawa loves boba drinks and Raising Canes. Started playing softball when she was 7. Strike 1. Strike 2. Great rise ball pitch by Irimata. high pop-up and easily handled by the pitcher, Irimata, for out number 2. And Moani Ioane, who had a beautiful double down the left third baseline earlier, is going to be called upon to do something big here for the Lady Hurricanes. That is a called strike. Ioane with a powerful swing, and that is tipped off the right side. Two outs, runners on second and third, and Moani Ioane in a big spot here for the Lady Hurricanes. Outside for a ball. Solid contact made by Ioane and into right field. That's going to score. And it's a race at home. Out at home. Moani Ioane with almost an inside the park home run, but a solid hit. And the catcher, great by Paige Nakashima, made a great tag at home plate. And after 6 innings, the score is now tied 2-2. Heading into the last inning, and this game has definitely taken on a new sense of urgency for both teams. Remember, a year ago, before the pandemic wiped out high school sports, these two teams played a thriller 11 innings, won by the Lady Hurricanes 2-1. Again, just a reminder, because of the pandemic, we are in a situation where if the game ends at 2-2 after 7 innings, it'll be declared a tie. There will be no extra innings played because of the pandemic. So Coach Behek, who was a former head softball coach at Pearl City and a longtime assistant to Coach Shag at Campbell, for about the last 5 years, has done a great job leading the Lady Sabres, Lady Hurricanes program after coming over from the Lady Sabres. Taking over for our legendary head coach, Tony Safri. Happy retirement to Tony Safri, if you're listening. Great job. And Jada Favela with a foul, a bunt attempt. Favela looking to bunt again. Moisa in the circle, as we've seen throughout this game. She has been called upon to pitch to lefties. And it's been a tight defensive game, except for a couple of outbursts by both teams. It's been kind of a pitching duel. Beautiful pitch by Moisa. Favela looking for the slap bunt in this situation. And that one straight to Moisa. Moisa to Anna, and a beautiful infield play, and Favela out at first. Kyra Karan, only a sophomore, the second baseman, now up to bat. Another lefty here. Timeout here as Coach Cuepo, Ensign Cuepo, is going to be talking to the pitcher and the infielders. While there's a break in the action, just a reminder that we are going to be broadcasting live stream Kapolei Hurricane Sports on the Hurricane Sports Network. This is just game one. Moisa with a strike. Moisa doing a wonderful job against lefties here in this inning. Kyra Karan makes solid contact, and Namahea Chan with a beautiful play. Namahea Chan, a senior, she's going to be heading off to, according to Coach Behek, she's going to be heading off after college to Kansas City, Missouri, and where she's going to go on a youth with a mission, and it's going to be fun. And her sister Nalea Chan, a Kapolei graduate, also a graduate of Youth with a Mission, and they love softball. Great kids. Paige Nakashima, the catcher, is now in the batter's box. Just kind of nicked her ankle there, her right ankle, as she shakes it around, and umpire is asking, and we have a pitching change. Liana is back in. Strike by Liana. High and outside ball. Solid hit by Nakashima, foul down the third baseline. Again, a shout out to all the people that made this happen, this live stream. Lisi Hemuli, Daryl Madella, Rich Tanuvasa, our AD Darren Camello, our camera people, Mr. Cronin, John Cronin, and again our principal Wes Shinkawa for having the foresight to even have this available for the parents during this pandemic when they're unavailable to come and watch in person. So this is such a great thing, and we thank them, and we hope that you are enjoying this beautiful day of softball action. Nakashima swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. And we're going to go down to the bottom of the seventh, tied at 2. Vaena up to bat. She delivered a stand-up triple last time, and here she is with a hit to the shortstop, Favela, and that is one down for the Lady Sabres. Namahea Chun, the senior. Strike one, according to Coach B. Hick. Some of the hobbies that Namahea Chun likes to do. She likes to cook, go on adventures, and likes to garden. Solid hit, fall down the first base line. One out for the Hurricanes. That ball high. That's a called strike, and that's out number 2. Number 1, Alexis Rochelle Ramel, the senior center fielder, checks her band. And with 2 outs, this here is crucial for both teams. Ramel looking for a bunt opportunity. That's ball 1. That's a strike. Ramel is going to Pacific Lutheran University next year to play softball. Her nickname is Lex. She wants to be a physical therapist. And she loves her 2 dogs, Icy and Pepe. Two outs, bottom of the 7th. 2 balls, 1 strike. Called strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 2. Irimata delivers, and it is foul. Ramel battling here. Well, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. And a full count. What more could you ask for OIA softball. A called strike, and that is going to end not only the inning, but that's going to end the game. Remember, we said that because of the pandemic, there will be no extra innings, so the score will remain 2-2, and the game will end in a 2-2 tie. I think some of the girls are a little confused because of the rules, and they're being explained by the coaches. They're being explained what's going on with the pandemic rule, that there's no extra innings. And that's going to do it for this OIA action softball between the Lady Sabres and the Lady Hurricanes. Welcome, and again, because of the pandemic, there's certain rules that we have to follow, and the kids have a competitive spirit. They want to play, but because of the pandemic, the game stops at 7 innings. There's no extra innings for today's game. How do you think the kids kind of feel about that, Lisi?
Oh, they look a little worried. They look like they wanted to play some more games. They want to play some more innings on a 2-2.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt about it. The kids are kind of looking around like they want to play more. And that's the competitive spirit of these kids. But what a game. Shout out to both squads. Again, the pitchers did a great job. Taryn Iramata coming off a perfect game against Kapolei Charter where they won 10-0. She did a masterful job today. Did give up that big hit by Moani Ioane to actually, bring the Lady Hurricanes back. But and then the 2-pitcher approach for the Hurricanes, that seemed to work pretty good too.
Yeah, it sure did. Going into the third, on top of the third, 2-0 for Campbell Lady Sabres, and going into the sixth, Kapolei with a 2-2 tie matchup. What a great game! What an exciting game!
No doubt about it. And that double-headed approach at pitching, you had Majesty Moisa and you had Jersey Liana for the Hurricanes, and both did a great job of bringing in Moisa against left-handed hitters. So, all in all, it was a great job. The girls played hard. They really did their best, and they say a tie is like kissing your sister. Well, you know what? They're sisters. All of them here, they're friendly rivals, crosstown rivals, and I know they want to win, but at least both teams come away without a loss.
Right. And again, just, thank you to everybody who had a hand in putting on this together, especially with the OIA, the HHSA, all of the leagues coming back and having sports again for the kids. I think that's a big thing, and I think the girls really appreciate that. And also, boys volleyball coming up and baseball as well.
And that's what it's all about. It's for the kids, and we feel bad for other sports that didn't get a chance to play. But, it's only right. These kids, their spring sports season was taken away last year because of the pandemic. So it's a great thing that they're getting a chance to do it again. But both teams looking good, and I think they'll be contenders as we move forward in this OIA season. There's not going to be states, but there's still bragging rights when you play a team that is your crosstown rival.
So what do we have up next, Coach? What's up next for us?
What's up next is this coming Wednesday at 3 p.m. We're going to have OIA baseball. So our Kapolei Hurricanes coming off of an 8-5 win last night at Hansel Ranch Field over the Naali'i of Aiea. They will be taking on the Farrington Governors. And that's going to be fun. Following that, we're going to have volleyball, and we're going to have just so much more exciting stuff. We're gonna so you can look at the schedule. It's online at our YouTube channel. But join us this coming Wednesday here at Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex for OIA baseball, the Kapolei Hurricanes versus the Farrington Governors. Any closing thoughts, Lisi?
No, I think this was another great game, another great participation on both sides, on the Lady Sabres and the Hurricanes. But again, thank you everybody for joining us this great afternoon, and hope you enjoy your Saturday.
Thank you. For Lisi Heimuli and for all the staff here, this is Darren Hernandez, Kapolei High School Hurricanes Sports Network, saying aloha.
The Kapolei Hurricane Sports Network presents exciting OIA softball. Join us online this Saturday at 10 a.m. as your hometown Kapolei Lady Hurricanes slug it out with our crosstown rivals, the Campbell Lady Sabers, at Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex.